What's good with y'all? Today we doing a little Halloween design, a little spider webs on the side of the head, you know, a little Halloween spooky season, you feel me? But what you want to do, you want to make sure all the hair is laid down, you want to make sure all the hair is one length, you know, you don't want your lines to be all wonky and jagged, you feel me? All right, to get an idea of what I'm gonna do and where I'm placing my lines, I did draw it with like a little, like a pencil. So that's what that white stuff is on the side of the head, pause. And, you know, just try to make the lines as straight as possible. You know, you wanna make sure the line work is nice and sharp. You know, it's kind of like a tattoo. You don't wanna, you know, rush the line work. That's what makes the design pop, any design, especially, you know, when it's just straight lines for the most part. All right, for this part right here, I'm starting off with the first actual web part of the design, just kind of curving it up, and then I'm gonna like dip it into the next line. And then what you want to do, you just want to continue that to the next line and the next line. It's a pretty straightforward design, not really difficult, but I just wanted to, you know, show y'all a little clip of, you know, stepping out your comfort zone, you know, doing something a little different, something you've never done before. You know, people, you know, kind of scared to like try something different, or, you know, I don't know if it will be good. Man, do it, bruh. Do it, bruh. Do it like what Shia LaBeouf said. Just do it, bro. You don't gotta make your lines super straight right now or super crispy. You just want to, you know, put them in, you know, create a rough draft to what you're trying to put on your canvas. How y'all doing today? You know, I'm always just, you know, talking over about the haircut, but y'all see what's going on. Y'all see, I don't gotta tell y'all what's going on. So how y'all doing, you know? I appreciate, you know, we climbing slowly but surely up the ranks. You know, we got 80 subs now. The likes are going up, the views going up. I see y'all appreciate the love, you feel me? As you see, I decided to do the razor work first, you know, just to make the lines like a lot more cleaner, you know, to save me time at the end too, so I could just focus on the fading part. I've always seen like people take out the razor and actually hold the razor in their hand. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I mean, shit, I've seen people. So it's been done to me, and like the design was crazy. You know, you can get more into the nicks and crannies of the design, the corners and stuff like that. But it's not right. But I mean, shit, nobody got to know. Looking back now and rewatching the video, I didn't really have to do this. I'm basically making a ball line. I'm basically like treating it like a regular fade, creating a ball line. I could have just started fading, you know, down. You know, use the highest guard and the fade down, as you see I'm gonna do later in the video. But you know, see, like I said, you just got to do it. You know, learn from your mistakes. You know, not everything. What did Bob Ross say? You know, happy little accidents. You know, learn from your mistakes. Not every loss is a loss. It's a lesson. You feel me? So that's basically what I'm doing right now. Just kind of creating a ball line. It looks kind of funny right now when I'm watching it, but it'll all come together at the end. Doing the same thing for the next level. I'm basically gonna fade 3 different levels of the spider web, making another ball line. But with this section, I am gonna fade down. So I'm gonna start with my highest guard and then just fade down. Right here, I'm using a half guard. That's gonna be my highest point, my darkest point of the fade on the spider web part in the middle. And then I'm just gonna close it and then just work my way down with no guard and stuff like that, just to take the line out the bottom. Like, bro, look at me. Like, why am I creating a ball line? Look how small, look how thin this ball line is. Like, it just looks so funny now that I'm watching it. But I mean, it still came out clean. You know, I still think it came out clean. You know, you just gotta find your own process. You know, you gotta figure it out on your own. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, so I'm just, like I said, debulking the last section of the web to blend it, and it all come together. Now I'm coming behind it again and just kind of smoothing it out the little edges, making it more round. on the design. You know, just take your time with this part. You don't want to cut off any hair with this part because the hair is a little light. So, but I think it came out pretty clean. And again, thank y'all for tapping in with me in the spooky season, letting me walk y'all through this spiderweb design. You know, it's my first time doing something like this. You know, I just want to tell y'all that y'all can get out y'all's comfort zone, do something different. You know, forget what people got to say about you. Just do it. You feel me? Thank y'all for tuning in again. Make sure you like and subscribe and keeping y'all fresh out here, man.